Hey guys, it's me Lily. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be doing my first long form video in a few months. I just had a little fun for a little bit. I wanted to kind of put in a little bit of let's say variety into my channel. So I did my 2 dance videos, which I really enjoyed. I don't know if all of you know, but I used to be a professional dancer when I was younger, and to be honest with you, it was one of the best times of my life. Just being able to perform in front of a large crowd of people. I was a part of a dance troupe when I was still living in the Philippines, and we would go to like a lot of dance contests. We performed on television in the Philippines, and you know, I actually really miss it. So I'm so grateful that we have this platform now in the form of TikTok, YouTube, where we can make the short form videos. And you know, thankfully I still have somewhat of my skills when it comes to dancing, but it's not like it used to be. You know, I get tired easily. So thank goodness those videos are only like 30 seconds, 45 seconds long, because I don't think I could do like a full dance routine like I used to when I was 18. But anyway, welcome back to my first, like I said, my first long form video in a few months. I was just taking a little break. I had started a new job, and we had some, you know, stuff going on in our family, not negative stuff. You know, it was, you know, it's a positive thing. You know, my son is expecting his first child, so yeah, it's just been a pretty busy time. But yeah, so I'm back, and I know I've always stressed as a part of my channel that a woman should embrace her singlehood if she is single. That having a relationship is not the be-all and end-all of our existence, believe it or not. And I'm speaking from experience, because for the longest I thought that I needed to be in a relationship or needed to be married in order to be happy. But thank goodness that I have a different perspective now. I am actually happy being single. So I would like to reach out to my other sisters who are also single, who are going through some sort of you know, lonely period in their life where they think, you know, I'm not married, I don't have a boyfriend, my life is over. So I'm here to encourage you and say, no, your life is not over. This is one of the best times in your life for you to embrace your singlehood, to embrace the freedom. So for today's episode, we are going to go on a solo date. So when you go on a solo date, the first thing that you need, because I know a lot of females, single females, struggle with this, that they feel uncomfortable going out in public by themselves. I get that. I was there when I first embarked on my first solo date / adventure. I went on a trip by myself, and yes, it was a little uncomfortable at first, but once you've kind of practiced the safety measures, because there are some safety measures involved in traveling solo as a female. And a lot of these safety measures are just common sense. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, the one thing I don't do when I go out is, well, I'm sorry, when I travel alone, the one thing I don't do is I don't go out and drink and at bars. I'm not much of a drinker anyway, but with that being said, I still don't, especially when I'm traveling solo, I never go to bars and drink, because it's a crazy world out there. You just never know. Now, if you're traveling on a girls trip with family, friends, that's different. You know, me and my sister, we just recently went to Vegas. It was her first time seeing Bruno Mars, and we had an awesome time. My sister's not a drinker, but I did have like a glass of champagne and another mixed drink, and we really had fun. But that was a different situation, because I was traveling with another person, so I felt comfortable going out to a nightclub after the show. We had a couple drinks. So yeah, once you have the safety measures down to traveling solo, then you can begin to embrace the, you know, just the fun involved with it, and the freedom of not having to, you know, check in with someone. Hey, can we go here? Hey, can we go there? That's one of the things you need to embrace. And it does help if you're a people person like me. I talk to everybody, you know, everybody who doesn't look like a serial killer, that is. But, you know, I'm a very friendly person, so I make friends along the way. I'll make friends sitting at the airport gate. I'll make friends during the trip. On one of my trips to Mexico 2 years ago, I met a couple who were on their honeymoon. And we struck up a conversation while we were waiting for the boat to take us to the island, where the Cabo arches are. And we just struck up a conversation, and you know, it was a fun conversation, and we ended up having lunch. You know, after the little island excursion, we ended up all three of us having lunch together. So if you're a people person, it does help when you are traveling solo. It does help if you are an outgoing people person, because you won't feel as lonely when you're traveling by yourself. So yeah, so that's the main thing. And another thing I would recommend is letting your family know, if you are traveling solo, is just letting them know where you are, giving them the address to your hotel. You know, now with all the technology we have, now you can share your itinerary with friends and family members. So I do recommend doing that, like sharing, letting your family know, even though you are traveling solo, but you still have to let your family know where you are. You know, friends and family, you know, give them the address to the hotel, your flight itinerary, all of that. You know, that also is for your own peace of mind, you know, in case something does happen, like weather-related issues, or, you know, your flight gets canceled, then people know where you are. So even though you're traveling solo, people are aware of where you are, you know, at all times. So after you have all of those things checked off, then you will have an amazing time. My trip to Mexico, I've been twice, was one of the most memorable trips I've ever had. And I was traveling solo both times. So yeah, embrace this time that you have now being single, instead of just staying in the house, being sad and upset, scrolling through Instagram, looking at pictures of other couples who are happy, and you're just sitting there depressed, thinking, oh, I'm such a loser because I don't have that. Embrace what you do have. Look at the upside to being single, which is the freedom, like I said, that you have to go wherever you want to go. And also embrace just the peace of mind that you get when you are in that place of solitude. You know, being alone doesn't necessarily equate to being lonely. And I think that's a big misconception that we have in today's world, is that when someone is alone, it means that they are lonely. That is not the case. You don't have to be in a relationship to be happy. You don't have to be married to be happy. You can be alone and still be full of joy and full of peace. Now, when you have that mindset, it puts you in the vibration, in a positive vibration, to where you do open yourself up to meeting the right person. But until you reach that peace of mind in yourself, and once you reach that place where you are at peace with your relationship status, which is, you know, if you're watching this video, you are single, you need to embrace that, and you need to see the beauty in that, and you need to let go of those negative feelings that equate being alone with being lonely. Those are two different things, because you can be married, you can be in a relationship and still feel lonely, believe it or not. So like I said, I'm speaking from experience. But yeah, get out there, explore the world, enjoy your life. And once you're in that positive state of mind, it puts you in a positive vibration, and that opens the door to positive relationships. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that for now. Part 2 of the video will be coming up soon. We'll be exploring, you know, some cool places to go for a solo date. Until then, I will see you back. Bye.